Golden Calf Christianity. Golden Calf Christianity. Hey, welcome to Morning Manna. This is time for Morning Manna. Morning Manna fam. I got a special edition of Morning Manna. Could not, will not see what I saw yesterday with respect to the occupant of the White House do what he did and not speak to it from a spiritual point of view. I won't, will not. So here we are. Here we are. Golden calf Christianity. Golden calf Christianity. That's what we're talking about on this morning. We got to drill down deeper. We got to get into what our eyes have seen and our ears have heard. And we got to deal with it. We need to deal with it. And so I will. So I will. You already know. So good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Man. I got a word for you on this morning. Inconsistency is what I see. I don't know about you. I'll get it more into it. But I want to hear from you. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what your thoughts are. I want to hear from you before I dive into this special edition of Morning Manna, this special edition of Morning Manna, where we're talking about Golden calf Christianity. Golden calf Christianity. Let me say it a third time. Golden calf Christianity. So I want to hear from you. Put it in the chat area. What do you think? What are your thoughts about seeing the president in the place of Jesus? I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Thank you for sharing. Right now, inconsistency is what it is. Okay, let's get into it. Let me greet some people, and then I want you to share your thoughts, and then we're gonna get right into the manna on this morning. Good morning, Ella. How are you? Liz, how are you? Arlene, how are you? Frat, how are you? Michael, how are you doing this morning? LaFon, how are you? Brenda is in the house. Verena is here. Dan the man is here. Linda, how are you on this morning? Cynthia, how are you doing on this morning? Healing with Netta Love is here. That's right. Brand new, all in person. That's right. Good. Good morning, Ann. How are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Yvonne, how are you? Laura, how are you? I want to hear from you all. And maybe you didn't see it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how you could miss it um, with a with the current occupant of the White House to put himself in the place of Jesus. So I want to hear from you because that's what this morning's man is about. This is a special edition this morning. I get to get into it. Trust me, it's going to be the text to talk, the takeaway. It's going to be the word. It's going to be the word. But we always have to look at the current situation, whatever it is, culture, politics, economics, whatever, through the lens of Scripture, through the lens of Scripture, and that's what we need to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So let me greet some more folks. Gerald, how are you? Denise, how are you? Laura, how are you on this morning? Erica, how are you on this morning? Dawn, how are you? Let me greet some more. Yolanda, Minister Yolanda, how are you on this morning? Cynthia's in the house. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what your thoughts are. Absolutely disgusting is what Brenda said. Absolutely. Quite offensive. Quite offensive. What is that? Golden calf Christianity. That's right. We're going to get into that on this morning. Vaughn, God is not pleased with the photo. I know he's not. I know he's not. We're going to get into that. I want to hear from some more of you. This is a special edition of Morning Manna. Cannot see what we saw on yesterday and act like we didn't see it. You can't unsee that. You can't unsee that. I don't care who you are, where you are. You can't unsee that. And the intent behind it, given the recent, not parallel, but likening to um, him by Paula White in the White House, saying he was Jesus practically. Good God, are you kidding me? So let me hear from you, and then we're going to get into the matter. And I want to ask you to look at this through the lens of Scripture. I want you to see this through the lens of Scripture. Okay, didn't see it, briefly saw a pic you posted, but scroll right past it. You need to look at that. Yep. Arena, waiting for the evangelicals to denounce. I believe I'll be watching and waiting. Absolutely. Modern day event of Moses returning from the mountaintop. You all in my scripture this morning, Frat. Michael, that's it. This man is complete abomination. Yep. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it on this morning. Want to hear from you. Dan, the man, nobody looked at that thinking it was a doctor. You already know. So I want you to look at this through the lens of scripture on this morning. That's our special edition of Morning Manna. So let's get with it. Let's get with it. Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day. Here we go. Special edition of Morning Manna. Golden Calf Christianity. Here's the text. Exodus 32:8. They have been quick to turn away from what I commanded them and have made themselves an idol. Here's the context of the text. Moses is on the mountain receiving God's law, his divine instruction, so that they can have covenant alignment with kingdom clarity. Watch this. Meanwhile, the people of God grow impatient. In the absence of visible leadership, they manufacture a God they can control, a golden calf. Now, this wasn't done in ignorance. This was in patience mixed with preference. They didn't stop believing. They just reshaped belief to fit what they could control and be comfortable with. We are in America and in the world impatient with the returning of Jesus. We are. We see sin everywhere. We see all kinds of things popping off, and we're saying, where are you, God, in the midst of the debauchery, the changing of sexes? Where are you? And then enter someone who says things. And so here we have it. There's three things I want you to get in light of what you saw and the culture conversation, but specifically, let's look at it through the lens of scripture. One, we live in a culture of customized Christianity. Put it in the chat area. We live in a culture of customized Christianity. Israel didn't reject God, they rebranded him. Okay. They wanted something they could see, shape, and celebrate on their terms. And so do we. We're watching modern day expressions of faith where lines are blurred, when leaders elevate themselves to messianic imagery, and those who claim Christ stay silent. Not a word. Not a word. You were all over Kamala, calling her Jezebel and everything else. I can't hear you, Black Christians, who fall in line with this man based on your faith. I'll wait. I'll wait. When leaders elevate themselves to that, you have to speak out. You can't be quiet with the same outrage. With the same outrage. The issue isn't politics, it's idolatry. When your loyalty to a person outweighs your reverence for God, the calf is already built. The calf is already built. Second thing I want you to get. Selective outrage reveals spiritual inconsistency. Selective outrage reveal spiritual inconsistency. Let's be real and prophetic. Some who loudly defended Christian values went silent when those same values were compromised. When a woman was called a Jezebel, there was no hesitation for outrage. But when imagery or behavior crosses the line into self exaltation, now it's quiet, dismissed. Hmm, where's the outrage? Where's the outrage? It's not discernment, that's a preference. It's a preference. This isn't just one group. Some black believers who align politically based on faith convictions are so silent you could hear a mouse pee on cotton in church. Silence in the face of misrepresentation is participation. Give you a third thing. True believers stay aligned, not attached. The real issue isn't this. Uh, we are committed to Christ and we have to align ourselves to Christ no matter who. I'm not pushing any politician, I'm pushing alignment and consistency. Alignment and consistency. Because anytime a person is elevated to a place that belongs to Jesus alone, we are to be like him, not him. There's a big difference. To be like Jesus and then say, I am him? Come on. So what's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this. Don't turn truth into a tool. Stay true to God, no matter who's in power. Don't turn truth into a tool of your inconsistency. Stay true to God, no matter who's in power. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you, give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Share the manna, don't keep it to yourself. I hope this special edition helped you on this morning. We can't see it and act like we did. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. First Lady and I praying and got a word for you as well.